Hey guys, welcome to Nerdarchy, for nerds, by nerds. I'm Ted, hanging out with some of the colleagues today.
Dave, we got a promotion. We're colleagues now. I'm Ryan.
So today,
esteemed colleagues, perhaps.
Sometimes. It depends.
On Ted's mood.
So today we got a GM 911 from Jonathan Dufour, and he's been gaming for a long time. Always done it with experienced players. But now he's got some fresh blood and wants to know, how does he keep it interesting? How does he keep the players engaged? With having to teach them mechanics as well as how to role play. So what does he do?
Kiss. Keep it simple, stupid. I think in the beginning you have your new players. Your first session or two, maybe you just want to feel them out. Use really tropey stuff. Give them what they expect to get from the story. Which you can alter and change a little bit depending on how they respond and how interactive they are, and just like kind of progress from there. But you definitely want to have a session or two where you're really just feeling them out as players.
With new players, if they're unsure about the hobby, I would say,
having pre-gens is a possibility.
Pre-gens is definitely useful. I would also want to offer some shortened sessions, just to get them
play through an encounter.
If let them, as you said, go through combat. Is it too tedious? Is it keeping their attention? Be as descriptive. Put your best foot forward. Get on your A game.
Get them excited about the game by being excited yourself.
Right. Have some conversation. So like the NPCs are going to throw taunts. They're going to do things that should raise their ire, get them heated up to slay them or bring these villains down, and see how they take it.
I mean, your first session literally could be that all these characters. Well, first off, too, for character generation, a side route from going to do full-on pre-gens is, instead of having them worry about all the crunching mechanics of the game, just like have conversations with them through like Facebook or however you talk to your players. Just tell me about the character you want to play. What do you see them like? Are they Conan? Are they this or that? Have them give you a trope. You make their characters for them. Like this way, they don't have to worry about, because like the crunchy stuff can be overwhelming for new players that have never experienced a hobby ever before. And like there you go, it's like pre-gens but with their input on like, this is the person you described to me, and so they could all be from the same village, right? And that sort of like session 0 encounter that you run, like the bad guys just sacked their town and they were just dealing with the mooks, the minions of this guy. And well, the next thing, the more in-depth adventure leads them to actually finding the person responsible. So like right again, you can start, boom, fresh out of the gate, like this hellacious, torches being thrown, buildings on fire, all this combat going on left and right, right out the gate. You don't have to worry about a lot of role playing. And it's just like now they're dealing with the repercussions, and you can see how role play-y they are in dealing with the survivors of this assault by the end of that session.
And starting with an action scene is always better. More
great books often start out with like they're in the middle of shit. Like, and even like good stories, like you don't come into like the beginning of a sentence and this and that. Like usually the action is in the medium of, there's like a proper writing term for it, and medius or something like that. Somebody in the comments below who's like a writer or something, get me sorted out with that.
So what you mentioned that is perfect too. The session 0, have a session 0 and set the expectations. What do the players expect the game to be like? What do they think they're going to get out of this? And you can really, they can answer the question for you.
Just BS about like books and movies that they like, or video games.
Yeah, so if you have a list of different media sources that inspires them, and again, if you're asking them what kind of character you want to play, and and basically if you kind of ask for them to describe them like characters from a book or movie, comic book, TV series, whatever, that also will help gauge on what it is they're trying to do, what they want to get out of the game, and give you ideas in what direction to go. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Like there's like all that stuff is already out there. Use it.
Absolutely.
Yep. So those are all ways to go there.
So there you go. So what do you think? Did we cover it? Go ahead and put your comments below if you got any other suggestions. Which I know we've done other videos on gaming with new players. just put it down below. While you're doing that, feel free to click like, share, even subscribe.
You can find us on Facebook.
Or you can check out Nerdarchy, the store, which we have a link over on our YouTube, or even through nerdarchy.com. There's like a link in the sidebar that'll take you there as well.
So until next time,
Stay nerdy.